Hello, my friends and gems. I'm just out here taking a little walk in our ecological reserve here in Huntington Beach, getting a little bit of the sun a few hours before sunset because, as you probably are aware, I talk about at great length about how the LED lights do three things: increase your insulin resistance, breaks your DHA mountain-induced hormone, and increases inflammation, which causes inflammaging, right? And so, my friends and gems, look at how beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous to be out in nature? Look at how beautiful blue the sky is. The birds are singing. And we've got the wetlands with so many beautiful birds, and it's just nice to get out here for a little bit and get some sunlight. Get it in the morning, get it in the morning after you wake up, before 10 a.m. in the morning, after sunrise. You get your 15-20 minutes. Get at least 7 minutes on each side of your body, going and coming back. Walk 7 minutes, or jog 7 minutes, or sprint 7 minutes, or sprint 30 seconds and walk 6.5, doesn't matter. But get some of that wonderful benefit. And so, my friends and gems, tell me, are you getting your natural sunlight? Oh, the other thing is, I absolutely positively have to tell you that if you've been having trouble sleeping, I don't have to tell you that that's caused by the LED lights, because I think you've heard me talk about that at great length before. The LED lights are wreaking havoc on your melatonin and serotonin, as well as your circadian rhythms. You can offset that by getting morning sunlight and also sunlight at sunset, because you're looking up at a 45-degree angle up to the sun. Not looking straight into the sun, but just looking up in that direction so that you can start to get that benefit, of course, right? But are you aware that if you're taking oral supplementation of melatonin, are you aware how synthetic melatonin, how that actually is methylated, how it's digested inside the human body, and what compromise, what, not benefit, but what harm it can potentially create inside your body? I've had people who took melatonin supplements for 3, 4, 5 years, and then they developed torn retinas that required surgery and then became blind. And of course, if you watch, listen, learn, study, investigate, do your own research, check out what Dr. Jack Kruse, that's J-A-C-K, Jack Kruse, K-R-U-S-E. He is my mentor. He is a brain, neck, and spine surgeon. He has fired physicians, doctors that work for him, because they've been prescribing over-the-counter melatonin supplements to not just adults, but to the parents of children. And that wreaks havoc in your body. Not only as the melatonin is ingested, and because it is a synthetic form, not a nascent, not a naturally born pharmacopoeia that comes from your own body producing it, but because it is a synthetic form of melatonin, the research is showing that it pulls the melanocytes from the eye, the melanopsin from the brain, and that's creating a huge problem. You can check it out. Check out Dr. Jack Kruse on YouTube. Better yet, go to drjackkruse.com. Check out on his website. Anybody who, and several of you have DM'd me and said, hey, I want to send to my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, to my mother, father, whoever, my doctor, primary care physician, can you send me the information that Dr. Jack talks about, where he gives all the nitty-gritty detail on that? Just DM me. I'll cut and paste it and send it to you. No problem. Not a problem. I would really encourage you to check that out, because we think, oh, it can't harm us because it's an over-the-counter supplement. But unfortunately, it is harming some people. And the reality is that you can turn on the switch of your own natural melatonin. It's a little $5 patch. How easy is that? For the price of a cup of Starbucks coffee, you can turn on that switch where nothing is being put into your body. We're simply turning on your original blueprint, and now you get that relief because you have your natural melatonin levels based on what your original blueprint was before you were even born. How much better can it get? Well, it can get pretty good. Now, as I'm walking here, realizing it's pretty windy, because if I walk in the other direction, of course, then the hair's all over my face, and then of course I can't see you and I can't talk because I'll be eating my own hair. But I'm also realizing that it could be a little bit windy, obviously, on the speaker of this phone. So I hope that you guys can hear me. So I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you're having a great one. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my little walk here in the wetlands. I'm going to just show you behind me. You can see the wetlands. And across the street, that direction, that's Pacific Coast Highway, because I live off the Pacific Coast Highway, and then the beach is that way. What that looks like across the street there, you see where that building is over here. So the beach is that way. Then we have the wetlands sides, and this is just a lickety-split jump from where I live, which is very fortunate. I should come here more often, but I get tied up with those Zoom calls, and sometimes I don't. So before it gets freezing cold, I need to make it over here a little more often. I do make it over to the beach because I run across the street to the beach, which is pretty awesome. Check out the wildlife. Oh, those little ducks. Can you see them? How precious. Little family of ducks. They're little ducks. They're really tiny. Even in person, they're not very big at all. Isn't that cool? Ain't that cool? Gems, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, put your questions, your comments, and concerns in the comments below. If you are interested in setting up a time to talk to me, whether it's a good old-fashioned phone, or if you want to set up a private Zoom, I'm just, say I'm interested. I'll DM you that. If you are following me and you're not a friend, let me know so that I can switch you from a follower to add you to one of my friends, and that way we can DM each other, because otherwise they think it goes to spam or something like that. And if you prefer to come to a group Zoom every day at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, I do at 2 p.m., 7 p.m. I have office hours. If you prefer to do a private, then of course you'll get the private link, whether it's for the U.S. or Europe, South Korea, overseas. But North America, I've got a link, and I've got another one for people who are overseas. All right, my friends and gems, hope you have a great rest of your day. And enjoy the wind and the beautiful sun here before I've got my next Zoom, which is at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Meeting ID, in case you want to jot down my meeting ID. My meeting ID is 714. It's not a phone number, but it's meeting ID 714-794-5626. For those of you who want to call my hotline, it's an unmonitored hotline, so I do have to take a look at it and respond back to you. All messages are text message to me. I don't have notifications, so I have to look at it several times a day to respond to you. So please have some grace and mercy, because I don't have a team that's working that. I got to physically look at it, and I got to either call back or I got to text message you back. But that number is a 949 Orange County number. 949 in the U.S. It's +1 949 area code, and it's 478-2221. And you too will be glad that you got in touch with me, so that you can ask any questions that you might have based on whatever symptoms you're having. And maybe we can talk about what would be the best patches for you, and if the patches would be a good fit for you. All right, whether you're undergoing treatment or not, whether you are having a procedure, surgery, you want to avoid having a procedure or surgery or any of those things, whatever the case might be. Maybe you want to detox from something, or maybe you want to purge whatever germ, virus, bacteria, fungus, mold, parasites, all those kind of good things. So these are powerful patches, and you can definitely improve your body to a younger, healthier state. All right, ciao for now, my friends and gems. Bye-bye.